Welcome back to Markup Satisfaction, home of the Capture Gang, where we never give financial advice, always do our own research, and capture wealth in all of its forms. My name is Victor, and today we're going to talk about what's going on in the markets. Some people are scared, some people who haven't been here very long. I'm getting text messages saying, hey, I know how hard the market's going to crash. I don't personally think that's the case. Of course, it's not financial advice from me, but let's go ahead and talk about why I don't think that's the case. So we're going to go visit some tweets here. First, real quick, from Plan B, he tweeted this out on November 14th, 2021. So it's not as of like super recent, but a few weeks ago. 98K November and 135K December predictions still in play. And I think it's still in play too as well, ladies and gentlemen. The market is just trying to take souls and take people's money and scare people out. That's what I personally think. Alpha Bitcoin, Alpha BTC at Mark_Cullen, Q2, Q3, 2022 at around 200K. So this is kind of his analysis right here. This is his target right here. Now that could be a thing that happens. It might take a little longer, but yeah. Thank you to Plan B. Thank you to Alpha BTC. Hit them with a like. Go check them out if you guys want to. Hit them with a follow and stay up to date with what they have to say. TechDev at TechDev_52, hashtag Bitcoin daily RSI reset to 40K levels. I want to talk about this for a second. Okay, so he's showing here's a low, here's a higher low, and here's where we're currently at. The expectation is that we're going to make another higher low. Let's go to the chart real quick. The expectation is to make another higher low. Low, higher low, and let's say we'll either make a higher low here or maybe around 50K, which I honestly think is a little more practical. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's what my trend line here is saying, or a higher low right here. Okay, regardless, it's going to be higher than this low. Now when we pull up the RSI, this is where we had a touch right here. Okay, so we had a touch right here. Okay, you can see it when I remove. Let's pull this up. We had a touch right here on the RSI, right there. I would love to see another touch around this area right here, along with a higher low. Why? Why do you think that is, ladies and gentlemen? Well, listen, it's this simple. Let's pull up the RSI divergence cheat sheet. If you don't know what divergence is, all it is when the market, the price action, does something opposite to an indicator. Okay? So it's when the market price action does something opposite to an indicator. That's called divergence. They're opposite to each other. So I want to draw your attention to the bottom right corner. Bullish divergence. Price makes higher low. Indicator makes a double bottom. All right? Picture this in your head. Take a nice mental picture of this, because we're about to go look at it on the chart. What's that look like for us? We make a higher low right here. I'm gonna just start drawing on this stuff. We make a higher low right here. Okay? Higher low right here. And then we double bottom on the RSI. Boom. Pull this back up. What's that tell us? Higher low on the price, double bottom on the indicator. That's bullish. That's a bullish continuation. All right. So I just wanted to point that out. Thank you TechDev for tweeting that out. Hit you with a like. Go ahead, go follow that man if you want to stay up to date with his content. And we have a thread here. This is going to take a couple minutes to get through, but I think it's important. Alan AU at Alan AU11, hashtag Bitcoin had a 15% correction from its all-time high. Is the cycle peak in? Nope. Based on past cycles, Bitcoin is at wave 6, and if its low is in, Bitcoin could be on to wave 7 soon. When he's talking about waves, he's talking about Elliott Waves, which I have not studied. That's not really how I trade or invest, but I absolutely love to watch people do analysis based on Elliott Waves, because it does give a deeper insight into long-term span of things. So his too long don't read says wave 5 peak 69K, wave low 68K, or the lowest it could possibly go to validate wave 6 could be 53K, and he'll explain that in a second why. Peak timing December 2021, that's his goal. His cycle peak prediction based on his Elliott Waves analysis is 190K to 260K. Pull up the picture here just to take a look at it. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the waves. He's counting out the waves, Elliott Waves. Okay, so mid-cycle correction, mid-cycle correction, mid-cycle correction, and now we're continuing off of that. So look at all the price action following the mid-cycle corrections in the previous bull runs. I mean, look at this thing right here from 3 to 4. Gosh, 3 to 4 was heavy. 3 to 4 here was not as heavy as 3 to 4 here. 1 to 2 was super heavy, like 3 to 4. 1 to 2 right here. Look at this. 1 to 2. Oh my gosh, 1 to 2. It kind of looks the same. 2013 and 2021. Why would the people moving the market mirror the exact same thing as the last bull market? Why not take some things from 2013 and throw in a couple extra things like wick off distribution and maybe a couple extra things from the 2017 bull run? But they're not going to lay it all plain out for us, guys. They're not going to make it so easy so that we can just see everything. The market moves in the most painful way possible, everyone. That's one thing you do have to understand if you're new to these markets or any markets in general. So, continuing. Hashtag Bitcoin didn't reach its bull flag price target of 71K as it broke trendline A. Wave 5 peak is in. So the wave 5 peak is in. And he thinks we're working on wave 6 now. Based on past cycles, the correction from wave 5 to 6 is 27 to 30%. As wave 5 peak is lower than past cycles, wave 6 low could be in. Lowest is greater than 53K. Why? He's saying it has to be, he's saying, look at Bitcoin wave 6 low couldn't be lower than wave 3 peak, which is at 53K. So to validate wave 6 low, 53K, we can't go below this level right here, because that'll invalidate wave 6. The lowest wave 6 can go is 53K. So I said maybe we'll touch 50K. If we do touch 50K, then according to this, it would have to be a wick, but really not wanting to touch it at all. So maybe I need to look at my chart again, now that I have some extra insight. After the wave 6 correction, Bitcoin should continue its surge to its cycle peak, wave 7 through 11. What is the cycle peak given the current price action? Based on past cycles, Bitcoin is on target to its cycle peak in December 2021. In past cycles, Bitcoin's price increased by 3.5x to 4.4x from the wave 6 low to its peak. If wave 6 low this is what we're working on right now, the wave 6 low. So our next higher low, what we were just drawing out now. So if our next higher low is 53K, so you can expect 186K to 233K sometime in December. If this wave 6 low is 0.6K low, then the peak you can expect to be 205K to 258K in December. So here's some good insight right here. You guys got something good from this. Go ahead and follow this person on Twitter. I know that I get some good analysis from them from time to time. So thank you for that, Alan AU11. All right, moving back to the chart. So people are very scared. Oh my gosh, the market's crashing. Guys, we've come down about 15%. We've come down around 15%. No one was saying all this noise when we came down 30% on the way up to this parabolic move right here, which not very parabolic when you compare it to previous bull markets, but still, guys, this is crazy. All right, again, a lot of people were scared when we made this dip right here, 25%. One thing you'll notice about Bitcoin is that it normally tends to dip at 20 to 30% increments. Based on that, we can expect Bitcoin to dip another 5% down to 54.6K, or maybe down to 30%. Oh goodness. Maybe down 25%. 51, or 30% would be like around 47K. Honestly, I don't think we're going to see a heavy dip like that. I don't think we'll go past 50K, and based on what Alan AU11 said, if we do even get anywhere near 50K, it needs to be a wick. It needs to be a wick. And I said this earlier, markets move in the most painful way possible. If you don't take anything else from this video that I'm making, understand that markets move in a painful way on purpose. Is to take your money. If you're trading, expect to hit stop losses because they know what you're doing. They can see it on their screens. The market moves in the most painful way possible. That's why, as an investor, it's good to allocate the majority of your portfolio into high performing, on the fundamental side, high performing assets that have a future and they're going to change the world and they're just going to be used. And then you can allocate some of your portfolio to other things that could give you higher gains in the short term, but they're not going to be around for very long. So those are the things you would want to trade. The long-term plays are the ones that are going to be around for a long time. So, if you're sitting in XRP, HBAR, VET, Algo, you're not really tripping about a 15, 20, 30, even, 60% retracement. You're not tripping about that stuff because I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm holding these really good coins. I'm holding them for a long, long time. I might take some profits from them, but if I do, it will not be very much. Most of my profits are going to come from my short-term plays, my smaller cap altcoins. With that being said, I'm seeing some tweets, I wish I could find them and pull them up, but some people are saying, oh, did we just double top? Did we just double top here? Is this the cycle peak? Is that it? No. Guys, if this was the cycle peak, which it could be, I don't know, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't think it is. But if this is if you want to entertain this, what do you do when you try to figure out what could the possibilities of what could happen next on a chart? Look left. I think pointing on my camera, it's pointing right because it's a mirror, so I'm going to point right. Look left. Look left. Let's go ahead and look left. Last bull run. Last bull run, what happened? Came up, came down, came up, came down. This is called a dead cat bounce. When you come up, you crash down from the all-time high, and you come back up, but you don't get back up to the all-time high. It's just to get people to buy in on this leg up. They're trying to get you to buy back in so you could ride the market to, past the moon, I guess, apparently. Let's look at this. 15%. Dead cat bounce came 15% from the high. But it did not hit the high, and it definitely did not make a new high. Back in 2013. Dead cat bounce. Came up, came down, came up. See you later. Never to come back. Market's taking souls, right? Let's measure. Okay, around 17%. So you can call it 15 to 20%, all right? 15 to 20% is what you can expect to see the market retrace back up to on a dead cat bounce, and that's just, we just haven't seen that yet. So if this is the market, the cycle top, then it'll be the first time in history of Bitcoin for the cycle top to be a higher high. In both scenarios, it's a higher high. That's just the facts. That doesn't sit with me at all. That doesn't make sense to me. If this were to be the case, then it could add validity to what Raoul Pal, very popular macro economist, I think is his title, it could add validity to what he was saying. Which, if this would be the case, then we wouldn't see a 4-year bear market. Okay, Raoul Pal says, and this could be on the table, right? Raoul Pal says, instead of bull market, cycle top, 4-year bear market, bull market, cycle top, 4-year bear market, bull market, cycle top, 4-year bear market. Okay, this is what's been happening so far. Raoul Pal says instead we could see something like bull market, kind of redistribution, come back down for a few months, and then go back up. And then come back down for a few months, and then go back up. And then slower, steadier growth like this over the next 10 years. Which, you know, if this market, we'll see in the next few weeks. We'll have more to the story, but look, we came up, redistributed, came down for a few months, coming back up. Now maybe we redistribute and come back down for a couple months before we make our next bull run, our next bullish move, right? This is kind of adding to what Raoul Pal is saying. We continue up with smaller bear markets and smaller bull markets over a longer period of time without going through a 4-year bear market like we saw here and there, right? Now, am I there yet personally? Am I at the point where I'm going to run with that yet? No, not quite yet. There's not enough data for me. Not enough data for me. I wouldn't be surprised to see it though, and I am prepared to see that. And you know, the truth is, you can never predict the market. You can only react to it, ladies and gentlemen. So be prepared for anything. Be prepared to react because you cannot predict it. Let's take a look at the Wall Street cheat sheet. And I want to start wrapping this up here. Well, let's take a look at the Wall Street cheat sheet. If you have not seen this yet, I highly recommend you go and look at it, right? But you know, we're gonna run through it real quick. So at the beginning of a market cycle, this just shows the psychology of a Twitter OG. That's not what that's supposed to say here. It's supposed to say psychology of a market cycle. Okay, so this shows the psychology of a market cycle. So in the beginning, it's hope, and then you know it's slow. Then we start to see optimism. Okay, now belief. We're starting to see it on the news. So now we're starting to have belief, and now everything you're putting your money into is making you money. We're seeing the thrill, and then people start dropping meme coins, and people are making $10,000 off of rug pulls. That's euphoria. What happens when the euphoria hits? We have a hard, sharp crash. Comes back up, complacency. We just need to let it cool off. Diamond hands, baby, and then you know it just continues down until it capitulates. And at that point, we're waiting. Now, we just saw this. With this previous market cycle. We had a short little bull cycle and then a short little bear cycle within this market cycle, which is, you know, maybe Raoul Pal's right, guys. I don't know. So in the beginning, we had hope. And then, as we started going up, started seeing some optimism. We had a little correction. That's okay. We're in the beginning of a bull market, baby. I don't care, right? Then we started seeing belief right around here. Bitcoin started going on the news, started seeing influencers on the news, things like that. And then once we get up here, we started seeing thrill, lots of thrill. And by the time we were all up in this area, it was all euphoria. Like I said, meme coins, rug pulls, making people tons and tons of money, also losing people tons and tons of money. But this, we saw euphoria up here. Oops. We saw euphoria up here. We did. Okay? And then what happened? Market took souls. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Have we seen euphoria up here? Have we truly seen euphoria up here? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. We have not. So me personally, in the grand scheme of this whole bull market, oh shoot, where I think we are right now, personally, I think we're in the thrill. I think we're still in the thrill. Overall, over-encompassing bull market. We saw this whole psychology of a market cycle play out on this previous run right here. So now it's playing out again. So on this short term right here bull market, you know, I think we're in the belief. I don't think anyone's thrilled right now because we're all tripping about a 15% dip. But overall, this whole bull market, I think we're in the thrill. Like the people who really, really know what's going on, who really do this crypto stuff, we're all thrilled. I'm so happy to see this dip. Gives me some time to buy up some more altcoins. I just wish I had more liquidity, but I don't. But that's okay. So I think we are in the thrill stage currently. Now, possible retracements, guys. Like I said, we could come down to around 50K. Maybe we come down to right here, because you look at this candle, we had a nice rejection on this wick. Buyers came back to take back the market, but you know, sellers won ultimately, which sort of invalidates this. But we could see some good liquidity right here, meaning buy orders getting hit. Let's draw a fib up on here real quick to see, you know, a short-term fib. See what we got going on. All right, so this would be point A, point B. We came back to the 50% retracement. And right now, you know, we're bouncing off the 61.8. Full retracement on this fib though. Where does that land us? Lands us around 152K. Okay, that's doable in my eyes. That's doable. Again, before I part with you, just want to bring up this fractal one more time. Look how fast this market can go up. Look how fast this market can go up. We still have all this time. All this time. Another whole month, guys and girls. And all the other pronouns. Respectfully. These next 30 to 40 days very well could be ridiculous, insane, historical. And I hope that you all got in on these lows, or even these lows, and I hope you have all been holding, because these next 30 days could very well be crazy. Either that or the market's going to take our souls. So I hope you guys are prepared and invest accordingly. My name is Victor. That's all I have for you. If you got value from this, please hit the like and subscribe button and tell your friends about me. Okay? I'll be back to make another video here soon. And that's it. See you next time.